Guys.
Welcome back to day 2 of our 30-day English Fluency Challenge. Today, you'll learn one simple habit that can make your English speaking faster.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Smart English Podcast. I'm your host, Liba, and I'm so excited that you're here for day 2 of our 30-day English Fluency Challenge. Before we begin, let me ask you something. Have you ever spent months or even years learning English, watching countless videos, memorizing grammar rules, and learning hundreds of vocabulary words? But when someone suddenly asks you a simple question in English, your mind goes completely blank? You know the words, you understand the grammar, but somehow you just can't speak with confidence. If that sounds familiar, then don't worry, because you're definitely not alone.
That's absolutely true, Liba. This is one of the biggest challenges English learners face around the world. The good news is that speaking English fluently isn't about having the biggest vocabulary or knowing every grammar rule. It's about training your brain to think and respond naturally in English through small daily habits. And that's exactly what we're going to practice together today, with another simple but powerful challenge that can make a real difference in your English speaking journey.
Exactly, Jack. So stay with us until the very end, because today's challenge is practical, easy to follow, and something you can start using immediately after this episode. By the end of today's podcast, you'll have a new speaking exercise that will help you become more confident, speak more naturally, and move one step closer to English fluency. So let's get started with day 2 of our exciting 30-day English Fluency Challenge.
Before we begin today's lesson, let's take a quick look back at what we learned in day 1. Yesterday, we talked about the importance of starting your English fluency journey with confidence instead of waiting for the perfect time. We learned that becoming fluent doesn't happen overnight. It happens through small, consistent actions that you repeat every single day. Even if you practice for only 10 or 15 minutes yesterday, you have already taken the first step toward becoming a confident English speaker, and that's something you should be proud of.
Exactly, Liba. One of the biggest mistakes learners make is believing that they need to study for 3 or 4 hours every day to become fluent. But the truth is, consistency is much more powerful than long study sessions. Practicing English for just a few focused minutes every day is far better than studying for several hours once a week and then forgetting everything. Fluency is like building a strong habit. Every small practice session adds another brick, and before you know it, you've built a solid foundation for speaking English naturally.
And if you're listening to this podcast for the first time and you missed day 1, don't worry at all. You don't have to wait until the next challenge begins. You can simply start with us today and continue practicing every day from this point forward. Remember, what matters most is not when you start, but that you keep moving forward without giving up. Every single day is a new opportunity to improve your English, and today is another exciting step on your journey to fluency.
That's right. So take a deep breath, believe in yourself, and remember that every fluent English speaker was once a beginner. They improved because they practiced consistently, made mistakes, learned from them, and never stopped trying. Today, we're going to build on yesterday's progress with another simple but powerful exercise that will help you think more naturally in English. So, let's jump into today's main lesson.
Now it's time for today's main lesson, and I truly believe this is one of the most important habits you can develop if you want to become fluent in English. Today's lesson is called Think in Simple English. Many English learners believe they need to know difficult vocabulary or speak with perfect grammar before they can start thinking in English, but that's simply not true. The biggest reason many people struggle to speak fluently is that they first create every sentence in their native language and then try to translate it into English. That translation process takes time, makes you hesitate, and often causes you to forget the words you wanted to say. If you want your English to sound more natural and confident, you need to train your brain to think directly in English, even if your sentences are very short and very simple.
I completely agree, Liba. Let me give everyone a simple example. Imagine you're sitting in your bedroom right now. Instead of thinking in your native language and translating, look around and say exactly what you see in English. You might say, "This is my bed. My window is open. My phone is on the table. The room is clean. I have a bottle of water beside me." These are not difficult sentences, but they are real English, and they help your brain connect everyday objects with English words without translation The more often you do this, the faster your mind begins to respond naturally in English.
That's such a great example, Jack. Another important thing to remember is that children don't learn their first language by memorizing grammar books or long vocabulary lists. They learn by listening, observing, repeating, and using simple words every day. As English learners, we can follow the same idea. Instead of trying to impress people with complicated words, focus on speaking clearly with the vocabulary you already know. For example, instead of searching for a difficult word to describe your day, you can simply say, "Today was busy, but I feel happy because I practiced my English." That sentence is easy, natural, and useful in real conversations.
Exactly. And here's a challenge for everyone listening. From this moment until the end of the day, try to describe simple actions in English as you do them. When you wake up, say, "I am getting out of bed." When you drink water, say, "I am drinking water." When you open a door, think, "I am opening the door." When you walk outside, say, "The weather is nice today," or "I can see many people." These tiny sentences may seem too easy, but they are actually training your brain to think directly in English instead of translating every thought. And remember, don't worry if you make mistakes or if your sentences aren't perfect. The goal of today's lesson isn't perfection, it's progress. Every time you think in English, even for just a few seconds, you're strengthening your fluency. Over time, those short thoughts become longer sentences become smooth conversations, and one day you'll realize that you're speaking English naturally without even thinking about translation. That's the power of practicing simple English every single day. Now that we've learned why thinking in simple English is so important, it's time to practice together. Don't just listen to us, join us. If you're at home, in your room, or even outside, pause for a moment and look around you. Today's first activity is called Describe Your Surroundings. It's one of the easiest and most effective exercises you can do every day because it doesn't require any special books, apps, or lessons. All you need is your eyes, your voice, and the courage to speak. Remember, don't translate your thoughts into English. Simply look at something and say the first simple English sentence that comes to your mind.
That's right. Let me show you how easy it is. Imagine I'm sitting in my room right now. I don't need difficult vocabulary to practice English. I can simply say, I am sitting on a chair. My laptop is on the desk. I have a notebook beside me. The room is quiet. The window is open, and I can feel the fresh air. My water bottle is full. The clock is on the wall. I am practicing English, and I feel confident. Did you notice something? Every sentence is short, clear, and easy to understand. That's exactly how you should practice.
Now it's your turn. Look around you and try to make at least 5 simple sentences. You can say things like, "My phone is black. I have a cup of tea. The fan is moving. My bag is on the floor. The door is closed. I can hear birds outside. The weather is sunny today." Don't stop to think about perfect grammar. If you make a small mistake, keep speaking. The more you speak, the more natural your English will become.
Here's another tip that can make this exercise even more powerful. Don't only describe what you see, describe what you hear, what you feel, and what you're doing. For example, you can say, "I can hear people talking outside. I feel relaxed today. I am smiling because I enjoy learning English. I am holding my phone. I am listening carefully to this podcast." These simple observations train your brain to use English in real life situations instead of only during study time.
Exactly. And here's today's mini challenge. We want you to continue this exercise for 2 full minutes after this podcast ends. Walk around your room or your house and keep describing everything you see in English. Don't worry if you repeat words or use very simple sentences. Repetition is part of learning, and every sentence you speak is helping your brain become faster and more confident. If you practice this activity every day, you'll be surprised at how quickly your speaking skills improve.
Remember, fluency isn't about using big words, it's about speaking comfortably and naturally. Every small sentence you say today is another step toward becoming a confident English speaker. So keep looking, keep describing, and most importantly, keep speaking without fear. You're doing an amazing job, and we're excited to continue this challenge with you.
Great job, everyone. If you've been following along with us, you've already completed one powerful speaking exercise. Now it's time for today's biggest challenge, and I promise it's going to help you become more confident every single day. We call it the 1-Minute English Challenge. The idea is very simple. Choose one easy topic and speak about it in English for just 1 minute without stopping. It doesn't matter if your sentences are short, if you repeat some words, or if you make a few mistakes. The only rule is this: keep speaking. Don't translate, don't open a dictionary, and don't stop to search for the perfect word. Your goal is to train your mouth and your brain to work together naturally. Exactly, Liba. Many learners stop speaking after only 1 or 2 sentences because they think, I don't know what to say next. But the secret is to continue speaking, even if you repeat ideas in different ways. For example, if your topic is my room, you can say, my room is small, but I like it very much. I have a comfortable bed where I sleep every night. My study table is next to the window, and I usually practice English there. I keep my books on a shelf, and I always try to keep my room clean. Sometimes I listen to English podcasts while sitting in my room because they help me improve my listening and speaking skills. My room is a peaceful place, and I enjoy spending time there because it helps me focus on my goals. See, these are simple ideas, but together they create a full 1-minute conversation. Now let's try another example. Imagine your topic is my morning routine. You could say, every morning I wake up early and make my bed. Then I wash my face, brush my teeth, and drink a glass of water. After that, I have my breakfast and spend a few minutes practicing English. I like learning new words, but I also try to speak English out loud because speaking helps me remember what I learn. Starting my day with English makes me feel motivated, and it gives me confidence to continue learning throughout the day. Notice how I didn't use difficult vocabulary. I simply described my daily routine in clear and natural English.
Now it's your turn. After this episode ends, choose one of these easy topics: my family, my best friend, my favorite food, my school, my job, my hobby, my phone, my city, my daily routine, or my weekend. Set a timer for 1 minute and start speaking. If you forget a word, don't panic. Use another simple word or explain the idea in a different way. The goal isn't to sound perfect. The goal is to keep your English flowing. Every time you complete this 1-minute challenge, you'll become a little faster, a little more confident, and a little closer to speaking English naturally.
And here's a bonus tip for today's challenge. Record your voice while you're speaking. When you finish, listen to your recording with a positive attitude. Don't focus only on your mistakes. Instead, notice the progress you're making. Maybe you spoke longer than yesterday, maybe you paused less often, or maybe you use new vocabulary without thinking. These small improvements are signs that you're moving forward. Remember, confidence doesn't appear overnight. It grows every time you practice. So accept today's challenge, believe in yourself, and keep speaking because every single minute of practice is bringing you one step closer to becoming a fluent English speaker. Before we finish today's lesson, let's talk about something that holds back almost every English learner at some point: the common mistakes that slow down progress. The first and biggest mistake is trying to be perfect before speaking. Many learners think, I'll start speaking English when my grammar is perfect or when I know thousands of words. But the truth is, that day never comes. If you keep waiting for perfection, you'll keep delaying your progress. Remember, fluency comes from speaking regularly, not from waiting until you feel completely ready.
That's so true, Liba. Another common mistake is memorizing long vocabulary lists without actually using those words in real conversations. Learning new words is useful, but if you never speak them, your brain quickly forgets them. Instead of learning 50 difficult words in one day, learn 5 simple words and use each one in several different sentences. For example, if today's new word is confident, you can say, I want to be confident when I speak English. My friend is a confident speaker, or daily practice makes me more confident. When you use new vocabulary in real sentences, it becomes part of your active English instead of staying only in your memory.
Another mistake is speaking too fast because you want to sound fluent. Many learners believe that fast English means fluent English, but that's not true at all. Native speakers don't speak quickly all the time. They speak clearly. It's much better to speak slowly with confidence than to speak so fast that people can't understand you. Give yourself time to think, pronounce your words clearly, and enjoy the conversation. As you practice every day, your speed will improve naturally.
And here's another mistake that many people make: they become afraid of making mistakes. They worry that someone will laugh at them or judge their English, so they stay silent. But every fluent English speaker has made hundreds, even thousands of mistakes while learning. Mistakes are not proof that you're failing. They're proof that you're practicing. Every correction teaches you something new, and every conversation makes you stronger. So don't let fear stop you from speaking because confidence grows only when you use the language.
Finally, don't make the mistake of giving up after one difficult day. Some days you'll speak better than others, and that's completely normal. Learning a language is a journey with good days and challenging days. What matters is that you continue showing up even when progress feels slow. Every time you complete a daily challenge, you're building a stronger habit and moving closer to your goal.
Exactly. So instead of asking yourself, am I perfect yet? Ask yourself, did I practice today? If the answer is yes, then you're already making progress. Stay patient, keep believing in yourself, and remember that every small step counts. The English you practice today is preparing you for the confident conversations you'll have tomorrow.
And now we've reached the final part of today's episode, which means it's time for your Day 2 English Fluency Challenge. Today's challenge is simple, practical, and something you can complete in less than 10 minutes. First, look around your room or wherever you are and describe 5 different objects in simple English. Next, choose one easy topic, such as my daily routine, my family, my favorite food, or my room, and speak about it for 1 full minute without stopping. Don't translate from your native language, don't search for difficult words, and don't worry about making mistakes. Just keep speaking because every sentence you say is helping your brain become faster and more confident in English.
And here's one more task that can make a huge difference. Learn 5 simple English words today and use each one in at least 2 different sentences. For example, if you learn the word beautiful, don't just memorize it. Say things like that. This park is beautiful. Today is a beautiful day. Or she has a beautiful smile. The more you use new words in real sentences, the easier they'll become to remember. Also, before you go to bed tonight, spend just 2 more minutes speaking to yourself in English about your day. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be real.
Always remember that every fluent English speaker started exactly where you are today. They made mistakes, forgot words, paused during conversations, and sometimes felt nervous. But they kept practicing, and that's why they became fluent. So never compare your Day 2 with someone else's Day 200. Focus on your own progress, celebrate every small improvement, and trust the process. If you continue practicing every day, you'll be amazed by how much your English improves over the next 30 days.
We're really proud of you for completing day 2 with us. The fact that you're investing your time in improving your English already shows that you're serious about your goals. Keep your notebook ready, keep your confidence high, and don't miss tomorrow's lesson because every new day in this challenge builds on the previous one. Together, we'll continue developing your listening, speaking, vocabulary, pronunciation, and confidence step by step until English starts to feel natural.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today on the Talk Smart English podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's lesson and, more importantly, that you'll complete today's challenge before the day ends. If you found this episode helpful, please like this video, share it with your friends who are learning English, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another episode of our 30-day English Fluency Challenge. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell, and we'll be back very soon with Day 3, where you'll learn another simple but powerful technique to help you speak English more naturally and confidently.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and remember this. Every single sentence you speak today is one step closer to becoming a fluent English speaker.
Take care, keep smiling, keep speaking English every day, and we'll see you in Day 3. Goodbye.